developing for the new season, and how's the communication between coaches and players?
Can you say that first part one more time?
How's the chemistry developing for the new season?
I
And the
think it's,
second one is how the communication between coaches and players.
I
Thank you.
think it's developing really well. And that started when we came for OTAs and mini camp. And, starting off today with training camp, it's just been a continuation. And then, the coaches, they're phenomenal. Since I got here, they're easy to relate to. They give great feedback, and they know how to talk to each and every player. Some players, they take coaching different ways, and they know how to tend to every player. So it's going really well.
Can you describe, I think it was the last play of the 11-on-11s where Jimmy threw you the ball. Describe that play, how everybody kind of cleared out, and he hit you over on the right side.
I think I was just pretty much open, and he found me. There's nothing to it, just the way the play was. And, it's third down situation. Coming out the huddle, he said, let's get the first down. And, that was my mindset too. And we were able to accomplish that. O-line, great protection. And, the receivers ran great routes to get me open. And, that's just all it was.
Are you expecting to see a lot of that throughout this season, just in you utilizing that role?
Both running and catching. If you look at what Coach Shanahan does, all his backs, do both. And, Breida as well. So, I'm just excited to be here and, try to take my game to that next level.
First play of practice looked like a long touchdown run around the left end for you. What did you see on that play? Just take us through it.
Juice had a great block, and that's what freed me up. And, I think they got to the linebacker, got him pinned, and, it was just a seam. When you see a seam, you got to take it full speed. And, that's the things that, in practice, I want to make sure that I'm toned in on, when I see that seam, not hesitating and taking it. So, all the reps, just putting myself in a game type situation and getting better.
Did you play as a fullback in Minnesota?
Say it again.
Did you play as a fullback in Minnesota?
Yes, my first couple of years.
Is there a difference between having one and being out there as a single back?
I think, in some cases, having a fullback like Juice, that can do so much and be utilized in different ways, makes it way easier. But, anytime I got Juice in there, I know that's a good guy in front of me. He's going to give it his everything. So, I make sure I'm going to give him back.
Having secured the contract that you got and the expectations that come with it, is there anything different for you entering this camp as the guy who's kind of the number one running back here?
No, I think I've had the pretty much same mindset I had since my rookie year. And, it's coming in and working. A lot of guys, they get contracts and, some may get content or switch. For me, it's just about staying the same, continue to work, it being my first year here, just showing my teammates how I work, what I bring to the table, and then, pushing everybody else around me.
Seeing from the outside, looking in, how Kyle Shanahan utilizes his running backs, and then now being here, being in the system, what have you, do you feel like you really settled in, and what have you, I guess, been impressed with the most by his offensive mind?
I feel like I'm getting, more and more comfortable, with each and every practice. Just being new to offense, learning the verbiage and the plays, it was a lot when I first got here, I had to really focus in on studying and stuff like that. And, since I've been here, in meetings and team meetings with Coach Shanahan, just seeing, his IQ for the game and how he sees the game and the way he calls plays definitely has helped me, grasp the offense a little bit more, just that better.
How much different is what you're doing now compared to what you did in Minnesota last year? And how much do you feel like that this offense is suited to your skill set in comparison?
I think the offenses are similar in a way. Every offense is going to have outside, inside zone and all that stuff. For me, it's just about learning, how Coach Shanahan, like I said, how Coach Shanahan sees the game, how his tendencies, how he calls plays, and I think it's been a good fit. I like everything that he does. Running the ball, throwing the ball, catching the ball, and not just when I'm catching the ball, but receivers and everything.
Do you think you'll be used significantly differently than you were in the passing game here compared to Minnesota?
No, I think it'd be the same. We're gonna run the ball, we're gonna throw the ball. Obviously, being in this position that I am, I'm gonna get more reps. So, for me, it's just about, like I said, bringing that mindset and toning in and making sure I take the coaching in and, taking my game to the next level.
Were you with them for those player-only throwing sessions with Jimmy? Were you with them with the players only throwing sessions with Jimmy over the summer?
Yeah, I was here. And that helped me a lot too. Like I said, coming in from new offense, learning the routes, and then, just with the offense, how it works, everybody doing anything and everything, asked of them, it helped me, like I said, grasp the offense that much more. And, Jimmy, I give credit to Jimmy a lot too because he helped me understand the playbook as well.
Players talk a lot about how complex Kyle Shanahan's offense is. What's your impression of it in that sense, and how difficult is it to pick it up right now?
When I first got here, I was lost. I was really lost because, my head's spinning. It's different protections that I gotta learn, different concepts I gotta learn, and basically I gotta just take my whole old way of thinking that I was doing for 4 years and switch it up into a new one. So, I guess it's complex when you're new to it, but once you start, studying and learn more, you get it. So. I don't know if I would call it complex anymore. I'm starting to get it.
Where are you in the process?
I'm comfortable. I'm comfortable with everything. And for me, it's just, like I said, it's about just putting myself in game-type situations in training camp and getting ready for the first game, September 9th.
Kind of going back to, working with Jimmy Garoppolo now, how do you think that the rapport is building so far? You said you participated in some of the independent throwing sessions.
Yeah.
But how do you think that relationship is building between you two?
I think it builds chemistry amongst all of us as players. When the coaches are not there, we have to find a way to work it out and get on the same page. And, I think today you see, we had a lot of completions, which we could do better in some situations. But, I think we're taking steps to get better each and every day.
You're with a few quarterbacks now. What stands out about Jimmy Garoppolo? What are some qualities that...
I would just say his leadership and, just the leadership he takes amongst himself. Not just the coaches. I've been on teams where, the coaches have to fix something, and then, players put their input, whereas Jimmy, he doesn't wait for the coaches to put their input first. If he sees something or, wants something corrected or a certain way, he's going to voice that opinion. And, everybody respects him in his game. So I think that's what makes him a great quarterback.
Yeah, the NFL is introducing a new rule about low-rate helmets, which, as a running back, obviously could affect you. Do you understand the rule exactly? And I guess what are your thoughts about how practical it is for a running back to not lower the helmet?
Yeah. At the end of the day, we all are competing. And I don't think anybody is trying to maliciously hurt anybody. But, the game, they're just trying to protect us, and that's all it is. So it's just something that you got to be conscious of running the ball because, if you get flagged, I think it was a 15-yard penalty. So it's just something you got to be conscious of. But at the same time, you don't want to be thinking too much. So, if it happens, it happens. But, that's how I feel about it.
Are you worried that thinking about it may impact or affect how you do what you need to do?
I'm not going to think about it.
You'll just do normally what you do.
I'm just going to do what I do. I don't typically lower my head. I protect myself, so I don't think that rule relates to me in that sense.
All right. Cool. Can I ask you another off-the-beat question? Just about having fans here at practice, open practice. You got 10 of them this preseason. You like it? Do you like having?
Yeah. It's all love, it gives the fans to come out and see us work. And, like I said, take those steps to get to where, they're going to see us in the season. So, like I said, it's all love, and, we appreciate having them here. And, it's a great feeling.